You ask about when LeBron James will return, and it's magic.
I mean, when he gets back, he's going to have to take a back seat.
Something's brewing in LA, and it's got the whole city buzzing with tension. People are asking, is LeBron really ready for the storm that's about to hit him? The King just got officially cleared for full contact basketball, meaning his long-awaited comeback is finally around the corner. Fans have been counting down the days, circling every possible date like it's a national holiday. Sources are whispering mid-November, somewhere between the 15th and 18th, but the Lakers still haven't dropped a locked-in return date. Suspicious, right? But here's where things get weird. Even though he's medically cleared, LeBron's not joining the Lakers for their 5-game road trip. The biggest question now, who's he even practicing with? Some say he's running private workouts behind closed doors. Others claim he's scrimmaging with G League talent just to keep things quiet. And the whispers don't stop there. There's talk that these private sessions aren't just about conditioning, they're about control.
But what is going to be the most interesting part is when LeBron comes back. Because the two guys who've had the most success while he's out, they're very ball dominant. So they need the basketball to make plays. They're playmakers, not play finishers. Play finisher is a guy who just waits, dunks it. Perk was a play finisher. Just let him dunk it. You know, but no, I'm just saying, no, you put him in the box right there. Like I'm driving and put him in a dunk spot. He's going to dunk it. But then there's guys who know, no, I got to create to get a rhythm. And now, can you have 3 guys on the same team be creators? I know, Coach, you had Jokic. You can't have 3 Jokic's.
Right.
It's impossible to have that because there's not enough ball movement and body movement to win. So it's going to be interesting to see what LeBron does and how he slides.
Because behind the scenes, insiders are saying LeBron's entire role inside the Lakers might be shifting in a way nobody saw coming. The vibe in the locker room? Different. Word is, LeBron might no longer be the unquestioned leader of the team anymore. Rumor has it the coaching staff wants the younger stars, guys like Austin Reeves and even Luka Dončić, if that trade chatter is real, to start steering the offense. That's wild, right? For the first time in forever, the King might have to share his crown. Fans online are losing their minds, wondering if this is the end of LeBron's iron grip on the franchise or the start of a new era in LA basketball. Whatever's going on behind those gym doors, one thing's for sure. Something big is coming, and it's about to shake the whole league. That's not easy for a man who's ruled every team he's ever touched like a king. But can LeBron really step back now? That's the million-dollar question hanging over the whole league. Will he swallow his pride, put the team first, and play second fiddle? Or will he keep running things his way the moment he's back on the hardwood?
LeBron James has not played this year. He will not reportedly go on the Lakers' 5-game road trip. He's got a sciatica issue. That's a nerve in the lower back and also where Napoleon was exiled to, sciatica. So my least favorite quality in men is high maintenance and neediness. And I'm not saying LeBron's doing that, but there's some supposition that LeBron has his feelings hurt because he hasn't been offered an extension.
Whatever happens next, you can bet the entire NBA will be watching every move, every expression, every possession. The tension around his return is thicker than ever. And then you've got Kenny Smith, the man who's seen it all. An NBA champion, an analyst, and one of the few voices who isn't afraid to call it exactly how he sees it.
So I don't know if that's true or not. I think LeBron's smart enough to know the torch has been passed in LA. And this has always been, the Lakers have always been a pass the torch organization, right? Like Kareem to Magic to Shaq to Kobe to LeBron. And it's clearly been passed, not only in ownership from the Buss family to the Dodgers owners, but now it's Luka's team. And the Lakers don't need LeBron to sell tickets, just like they didn't need Kareem to sell tickets, just like eventually they found out they didn't need Shaq to sell tickets.
Kenny's breaking it down with brutal honesty, and his take might just be the most grounded one out there. He says LeBron could actually hurt the rhythm of Luka and Austin Reeves. Bold statement, right? But when it comes from someone like Kenny, it hits different. According to him, LeBron simply can't be that ball-dominant force anymore, not if he wants the Lakers to thrive. Luka and Reeves are both natural playmakers. They need that ball in their hands to cook. They shine when the offense runs through them. not when they're forced to play cleanup behind someone else's tempo. And honestly, Kenny's not wrong. Right now, Luka and Reeves are on fire, both averaging nearly 9 assists per game, spreading the floor like magicians, and keeping teammates active. The chemistry they've built is electric, and dropping LeBron back into that mix could either elevate them to dynasty status or completely throw off their balance.
So you got eyes in the back of his head, so you can't be too surprised, and I'm getting used to that as well. But it's truly fun to play with him. Yes, sir, baby. Truly fun to play with him, and just hear him and his terminology and communicate with me.
It's a gamble that could define the rest of LeBron's legacy. The question is, will he adapt or disrupt? The Lakers' offense right now, it's smooth, fast, and shockingly unselfish, something fans haven't witnessed in years. The ball's flying around, the chemistry's tight, and the energy inside that locker room feels brand new. You can literally see the difference on the court. No hesitation, no ego battles, just pure basketball flow. They're sitting at 6-2, and every win looks earned, not lucky. Everyone's touching the rock, making smart passes, and playing like they actually trust each other again. It finally looks like a real team out there, not just a group of guys orbiting around a superstar. But here's the million-dollar question. What happens when LeBron walks back in?
He's going to have to take
LeBron James take a back seat.
He's going to have to take a back seat
Okay.
to the best duo in basketball right now, and that's Austin Reeves and Luka Dončić.
Will that smooth rhythm keep rolling, or will everything start revolving around him again the second he checks in? Fans are split. Some think his leadership and experience will push them to another level, but others are scared it'll throw off the perfect balance they've built while he's been gone. Because right now, the Lakers are looking like a team that doesn't need saving, and that's dangerous territory for a man who's used to being the savior. Now let's talk about what Colin Cowherd had to say, because he didn't hold back at all. His comments hit straight to the gut, slicing right through the hype and forcing everyone to think twice about whether LeBron's return will be a blessing or a setback for this new-look Lakers squad. Colin just dropped a major update. LeBron isn't joining the Lakers on their upcoming 5-game road trip, which will keep the team away for about 8 to 10 days, and that's where things start looking real suspicious. If LeBron's supposed to make his big comeback in mid-November, how on earth is he going to be game ready without actually practicing with his squad? That road trip alone eats up half the month, and without real floor time or chemistry sessions with the team, it's hard to imagine him stepping back in fully synced with everyone else. Unless, of course, he plans some dramatic mid-trip reunion, which seems unlikely, especially for a guy known for controlling every detail of his image. That's why some insiders now believe his return might quietly slide closer to late November, and Colin wasn't buying the hype either. He hinted that the timeline being floated by the Lakers camp feels way too optimistic, almost like they're trying to keep fans calm instead of being fully transparent. But then Colin took things up a notch, and this is the part that had the internet lit. He said straight up that he hates neediness in men. He didn't directly call LeBron needy, but the shade was loud enough to echo across social media. The implication was crystal clear. Colin was suggesting that every time someone else on the Lakers starts getting attention, LeBron finds a way to make the spotlight swing back to him. Fans immediately started dissecting that take, arguing whether Colin was being unfair or if he actually hit a nerve. Because let's be honest, every time LeBron's name trends, the league stops to watch. But this time, the attention might not be about dominance. It might be about insecurity. And honestly, that's been a running theme through almost every chapter of LeBron's career. It's like no matter how big the moment is for someone else, somehow he always finds a way to slide right back into the spotlight. Perfect example, after the Lakers' last game when DeAndre Ayton went off, dropping nearly 30 points and absolutely owning the court. Cameras were locked on him, the crowd was hyped, and he was finally getting his shine with a post-game interview. But then, who pops up in the background? LeBron. Again. It was wild. Ayton's talking about the win, the hard work, the chemistry, and right behind him, there's LeBron, yelling, waving, doing the absolute most like he just couldn't let the spotlight rest on someone else for 5 seconds. Fans immediately caught it and social media blew up. Clips started circulating with captions like "he can't help himself" and "classic LeBron move." Whether it's insecurity or pure strategy, people are split. But Colin said it straight. LeBron's behavior always circles back to one thing. He needs to be seen. And the timing made it even louder. The team was glowing after a strong performance. Morale was high. And instead of letting Ayton have his moment, LeBron's cameo turned it into yet another LeBron trending moment online. Some fans defended it, saying he was just joking around and keeping spirits up, but others think it's deeper, that he just can't handle being out of the frame for too long. It's like he just can't stand not being in the spotlight, not even for one single night. That's who LeBron's become at this stage of his career. The second attention shifts to someone else, he somehow finds a way to drag it right back. But here's the cold reality. The torch isn't waiting to be passed anymore. It's already gone. The Lakers made that move without even saying it out loud. This is Luka Dončić's team now, and everybody in that building knows it. LeBron's not the center of the system anymore, and for the first time in years, the Lakers don't need him to sell out arenas or keep ticket prices high. The new era is here, faster, hungrier, and it's not revolving around one man anymore. Fans are vibing with this shift too. Let's be real. LeBron was never adored by Lakers fans the way Kobe or Magic were. Those guys were the Lakers' heartbeat. LeBron? He's always been more like a visiting superstar, respected but not beloved. Now the fatigue's setting in hard. Fans are exhausted from the drama, the headlines, the me-first aura that seems to follow him everywhere. The new squad plays with joy, fast, loose, and selfless, and people love watching that again. It's that old-school Laker energy, the kind that made fans fall in love with the game in the first place. And the wildest part? There are fans online saying flat out they'd rather take the $52 million LeBron's getting paid this season and reinvest it in the future than keep him on the roster at all. That's how much the vibe has shifted. The Kings era might not just be ending, it might already be over. To a lot of fans right now, LeBron doesn't look like he's lifting the Lakers. He looks like he's holding them back. That's the uncomfortable truth no one wanted to admit until now. Colin Cowherd said it straight with zero sugarcoating. He called LeBron an interloper, someone who forces himself into spaces where he's not really wanted anymore. Brutal. But when you look at the vibe around the team lately, it kind of fits. The game is evolving, the tempo's faster, the system's younger, and LeBron just doesn't seem ready to let go of the throne he's been guarding for decades. And here's where things really come full circle. Word around the league is that LeBron actually wants an extension. Yeah, he's trying to secure another deal to stretch his time in LA, but here's the kicker. The Lakers front office isn't rushing to make it happen. Behind the scenes, they're laser-focused on building around Luka Dončić and Austin Reeves, the new heartbeat of the franchise. They're done centering everything around one aging superstar when they've got a fresh, dynamic duo lighting up the floor every night. But LeBron? He's still fighting to stay the story in LA, still chasing that spotlight that used to follow him without effort. The problem is, fans aren't buying it anymore. The energy in the city has shifted. People are more excited watching this young, fast, hungry squad than waiting on LeBron's next cryptic tweet or media moment. It's almost sad and symbolic at the same time, watching the king chase a crown that's already been passed on. The truth is, he's standing at a crossroads. Either adapt, fall in line with the new era, and help the team evolve, or step aside gracefully before he turns into the distraction everyone's whispering he's becoming. There's no middle ground anymore. Not in LA, not for LeBron, not this time. He's the third option now, like it or not. Sure, maybe that changes on certain nights when he catches fire, but those days of LeBron running the entire show, they're gone. And let's keep it real. He's 41. At that age, what's he really giving you night after night? You can see it in his movement, in his defensive effort. He's pacing himself, saving energy, picking his spots instead of dominating the game like before. We've seen it play out time and time again, in the playoffs, in the regular season, that same familiar pattern. LeBron shows flashes of greatness, then coasts, then disappears for a few games, and suddenly, the injury flared up again. And now insiders are saying that sciatica issue, it's quietly becoming his go-to excuse for load management. A built-in safety net to sit out games without backlash. He'll play a few nights, rack up some stats, then conveniently miss a couple, all while the Lakers run the new system without him and barely skip a beat. It's a strategy disguised as recovery, But it's really a transition plan. The franchise is protecting their image while slowly phasing out the face of their past. The Lakers know exactly what they're doing. They're keeping things respectful, keeping him active just enough to honor his name. But behind the scenes, the shift is already locked in. This is the new Lakers era, and LeBron's role isn't leading anymore. It's fading. The Lakers are clearly building for the future, not clinging to the past anymore. You can feel it in every game. The speed, the chemistry, the hunger. This team isn't waiting for permission to move on, they already have. And that raises the question everyone's debating right now. Should LeBron finally step back and let the next generation lead? Or should he keep fighting for that spotlight he's spent 2 decades protecting? Because let's be real, it's hard to watch a legend fade, but it's even harder to see him block the rise of what could be the next dynasty in LA. The front office sees it, the players feel it, and the fans? They're starting to say it out loud. Maybe it's time for the king to pass the crown for good. But what do you think? Should LeBron embrace the mentor role and let Luka and Reeves take control? Or does he still have one more big run left in him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to see where everyone stands on this one. And hey, if you're locked into the drama, the shifts, and all the behind-the-scenes chaos of the NBA, make sure you hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to stay in the loop with every drop. Trust me, what's coming next is gonna shake the league again. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.